Howdy folks, I'm Butler with Butler Contracting, and today we're talking about roofs. And what we want to talk about specifically today is maybe you've gotten to the point where now you need a new roof. Now what? I have all these options to choose from. What do I do? So basically there's a few different common options of roofs around our area here in Central Texas. That's going to be your standard asphalt shingle, a metal roof. Sometimes you see tile. And then there's also some synthetic options out there for more of like a plastic style shingle. So, of those four options, which one should you choose? Well, that's a great question. Glad you asked. So, basically, if you're looking at putting on a new roof on your home, it's really going to depend. Obviously, everyone's on a budget, right? But there's different options as far as budget goes. So, are you looking to stay in the home long term? Maybe you want to sell in the near future. Where do you live? Do you have a pier and beam home? Do you have a slab home? All those things are great reasons to think about what kind of roof that you put on your house. So I guess we can get started with the most common type of roof, and that's an asphalt shingle. So there's different kinds of asphalt shingles out there. There's what's kind of the traditional 3-tab style shingle look, and some of those shingles, they're only typically expected to last about a 20-year lifespan, okay? And most of the time, most of those shingles never make it 20 years. They're just not a very good quality shingle anymore. There's much better stuff out there on the market. Those things take a beating. The wind ratings are low. If you get hail or branches damaging them, they're going to break down pretty fast. So we definitely don't recommend putting on a 3-tab shingle. There are a couple companies that offer some 3-tab shingles that have some impact resistance to them. Those specific shingles are pretty decent on the marketplace if you wanted to go with that kind of shingle. But it would be probably your most cost-effective option if you're trying to just get out of the house and move on. But you're probably looking at $1,000 to $1,200 material cost difference as opposed to putting on the next level of shingle that's better. So your resale value might not be as good as opposed to putting on a better quality roof that might have a better warranty. So the next option would be an architectural style shingle. And those architectural style shingles, with us being a GAF certified contractor, we can offer you a 30-year roof warranty. And those shingles, they last anywhere between 30 to 50 years. That's their life expectancy. Now again, just like the 3-tab shingles, those 30 to 50 year shingles, they may last 30 years, they might last 20, they might last the full 50. It all depends on the random draw of the weather events and how the shingles react to all the elements over the years. So when you talk about putting on a 30 to 50 year roof, that could be variable. It may make it that far, it may not. So just keep that in mind. However, with that 30-year warranty that is transferable to a new homeowner once you do sell the home, if we put it on as a GAF certified contractor, that's some definite selling power to a new buyer for you. So something to keep in mind. Those asphalt shingles are good. GAF has a lot of great quality products out there. We like the Timberline HDZ. There's another variety called the American Harvest, which is a little bit more of their designer series with a little more stout and prominent shingle and have some pretty colorations and styles. So there's all kinds of different options out there. One of the advantages to going with that kind of shingle is, one, it's real durable. They have pretty decent wind ratings, and they're flexible on structures. So you have shifting and settling of the homes with the unstable soils we have here in Central Texas. As things move around and they heat up and expand and contract and the soils move based on how dry, we get long dry spells from droughts, or we might get a lot of rain and the clay in the soil shrinking and swelling and moving around. Those kinds of shingles are going to be very flexible and adapt and mold to the home as they move around throughout the years. So they are a good quality product. Now moving on to tile, for example, tile roofs. Those are really heavy. They're difficult to find folks typically that will work and maintain on them. Sometimes you have to find those specific tiles if you have a specialized color pattern. They can be really hard to track down. They're extremely costly to do the repairs. Typically walking on them and doing repairs, you're going to break things during that process. So if 1 or 2, 3 tiles might be broken or missing, you're going to spend a little bit more money trying to do large scale repairs. Your roof system also has a lot of weight on it. So again, your structure of your home has to be built for that kind of roof. You can't just throw that on, a standard roof that maybe wasn't structurally designed for that. And like I said, it's just a lot of cost, and as those things move and shrink and swell with the soil and the foundation movement, it can cause lifting and cracking and buckling. Overall, they're a very costly roof to have. The material itself is great and it can last a long time, but it can be very costly down the road for repairs and just doing maintenance over the years. Another option is metal. And one of the things that we see often, or people ask all the time, is how much does it cost to put on a metal roof? Or I want a metal roof when they call me. And my first question to those clients is always, why do you want a metal roof? Well, because that's, kind of the Texas thing. They take a beating in the hail and, they'll do all this stuff. Well, metal roofs are great and they definitely can be a good product. I have one, not knocking them at all. But one of the disadvantages and advantages of having metal roofs, understand about, like I talked about a little bit ago with the shrinking and swelling of your foundation. You put on a metal roof, typically those panels are moving, they're flexing, they're bending, they're expanding, and they're contracting throughout the year with all the heat and the cold, and the foundation's moving. So those seams and the screws and all the elements, or all the fasteners that are holding that metal roof on, those things are moving around all the time pretty constantly. And oftentimes you can see leaks start from that. Screws might pop, you might get seams that are buckling. The metal itself, if you see shifting in the foundation or the slab, could cause a buckle or a crease in the metal. And if that happens, it could create some leaking. Also, if you get hail damage, a lot of folks think that the metal roofs are hail proof. That's not the case. And once they do get damaged, they can create on those ribbings, they can create seams and damage that are buckled and creased, and that can create leaks and penetrations in the roof as well. And contrary to popular belief, the number one thing we look for on roofs when we look and assess for hail damage is actually dented metal on the roof, whether that's a shingled roof or a metal roof or anything else. We look at the vents typically to see if we can spot hail damage. So metal can get dented by hail. It's not hail proof, contrary to popular belief. One of the other big things that I like to point out to my clients about metal roofs is also the fact that typically, in most cases, there are a few companies that do have extended warranties on their metal roofs, or they might have some kind of manufacturer backing that metal roof. But most of the time, metal roof panels are bought by a supplier. Just like me as a contractor, I put a metal roof on your home, I go out, I buy the materials, I get the materials, I put it on your house. There is no warranty backing that metal roof. Now that panel or that piece of metal may have a 50-year life expectancy, or may have like a 30-year warranty on the panel itself, just as a product. But it isn't backed by anything greater than Butler Contracting or Jimmy's Roofing or whatever it might be out there. The manufacturer themselves are not gonna come out and say your entire roof is warranted like GAF might do. As a certified GAF contractor, when I put a shingle roof on your house, you're getting a 30-year warranted roof that's backed by a manufacturer that's been making shingles since the 1890s. Metal roofs, you typically don't have that going on. So that warranty is only as good as the company that's putting it on, as long as they're in business, as long as they answer the phone, and as long as you can actually get them to show back up. It's pretty much the only warranty you're getting out of the metal roof. So just some things to keep in mind when you go metal, or you want to go metal. Really understand if it's the right choice for you and what the risk is that you're taking by putting on a metal roof. And then the last product I wanted to talk about, one of my new favorites, is a synthetic option. So the F-Wave shingle is out there. It's a plastic polymer style shingle, and we really like these. They're very durable. You can beat on them with a hammer. We've been carrying a board around for a couple years at home and garden shows, giving it to our customers to try it out and whack on it with a hammer. Real good, solid, durable shingle. It's a synthetic shingle. It's different than asphalt. So there's no granules on this thing. There's no asphalt based on it. It has a class 4 fire rating, 130 mile an hour wind rating. All around, real durable shingle. It has a warranty, 50-year warranty on it. It just like that, the GAF style warranty, it's transferable one time to a new homeowner. It also warranties against fading and cracking and other defects in the product. So we really like the fact that there's different options out there. All those types of roofs, the asphalt shingles, the metal, the tile, the synthetic options, they all have their advantages and disadvantages. They all have different price points. So it's really about what's right for your situation and right for you. So if you're interested in having a further discussion about putting on a roof at your home and maybe what type of roof you should choose, You can go over and look at the options on our website. You give us a call and schedule a consultation. We'd be happy to come out and talk with you or talk over the phone about what might be the best option for you. So if you're interested in get something put together for this, for a consultation or an insurance claim that you might have going on, you want to upgrade your roof to something better, give us a call at 8446-BUTLER or visit our website at butler.contractors/roofing. And we look forward to seeing you on your next project.